All right, so we're gonna get started up on our feet and warm up our adductors and our hips. So get into a wide stance, and we're just gonna be moving from side to side. So one knee bends, the other leg straightens. Feel a little stretch on the inner thigh. Let your adductor muscle do about 20 reps total, so about 10 to 12 each side. Feeling the gentle stretch of the inner thigh, pushing off the leg of the knee that's bent when you come back and forth. Try to keep your spine straight with this one. Don't slouch or hunch over. Good. Now we'll be taking it to the ground. We're going to do a reverse frog stretch. So we're going to lay flat on our back. We're going to push our knees out. My feet are about a foot apart. And what I'm doing here is using my hands for resistance to push my knees out. And then I'm going to counter that by trying to push my hands up into my knees. So first kind of come down into the deepest stretch you can, and then push your hands down into your thighs as you push your knees up into your hands. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Good. Relax. Wiggle it out. Maybe try to go a little bit deeper. Try to keep your lumbar, your back flat as you can against the ground. Push your hands into your thighs. Push your thighs up into your hands and hold. 3, 2, 1. Good. Relax. Shake it out. Get a little movement. Try to get that back flat. Try to push those knees down a little bit further. Take a deep breath in. Exhale and hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Relax. Shake it out. Move it around. We'll do it 2 more times. Try to take a little bit further. Knees out. Push your hands into your thighs. Push your hands up into your hands. And hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Shake it out. And last time, knees down, back flat. Take a little deeper. Big breath in. Exhale. And hold. Push and pull. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Come up off of there. Get some movement. Close the knees up and then back down. Do about 20 reps. All while trying to keep your lower back as flat as you can. You don't want to be super arched. A natural little lumbar curve is okay. You don't want your chest or ribs to be flared out. Okay, now we're going to go into some windshield wipers. So knees both to the right and then knees to the left. About 20 reps. A few more. Good. All right. Now we're going to flip it over and come into an adductor stretch. So we're going to stick our right leg out to the side. You can stay on your hands or you can come down to your forearms. And we are just kind of pulsing back and forth here. Take some deep breaths in through the nose. You can go out through the mouth. Okay, come back, let's switch sides, left leg out. Ideally, your back foot should be turned out. If it needs to be on your toe or flared in a little bit, that's okay too. But you should be able to work yourself into this kind of angle with that foot out. With the foot that's stretched out, it can be foot flat or it can be turned this way. You may feel more of a stretch in your adductor, your inner thigh, if it's turned back this way. So you can play around with some different positions of the foot and ankle. All right, we're gonna come up. Now, before we go back to the right side, we are going to activate the side of our hip. So we're going to bring that knee up and hold like a fire hydrant. What helps me is to shift my hands a little bit over to the opposite side. So my right leg's going up. I'm gonna shift my hands just a little bit over to the left to kind of counterbalance that. And we're gonna hold for 15 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Good. And now just to kind of give that hip a little stretch, you can kind of sink to the right side and the left side. Okay, and now we're going to bring that right leg back out and we're going to start our contractions here. So we're going to sink back till you feel a mild stretch. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, push that foot down into the ground and hold. 3, 2, 1. Okay, relax. Try to sink down a little bit deeper. Take a breath in. Exhale, push that foot down. 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 more. Relax, move around. Sink back, get a little deeper. Breath in and push that foot down and hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, relax, move. One more time. And hold, push that foot down through the ground. Good, hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Breathe. And coming up. And we'll get the other side. Let's move our hips first, side to side. Shake it out a little bit. Stretch your glutes. All right, so now we're coming up with the left side. So bring your hands a little bit over to the right. Lift that knee. Try to get it parallel with the ground. And we're holding here 15 seconds. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Nice. Come down, sink side to side, especially on that left side, stretch the glute. And bring that left leg out, starting our contractions. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, push that foot down through the ground. Good. 3, 2, 1. Relax, take some pressure off. Sink down a little bit further, butt back, and push that foot down. Good. 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe. Sink back a little bit further and push that foot down. Contract. 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax, breathe, move. One more time, make it your best. Push that foot down and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Breathe and move. Coming back up. Shake your hips from side to side. Stretch your glutes. All right, now we're coming into the traditional frog stretch. So both our knees are coming out. Try to keep your feet about the same width as your knees. If you need to go in, that's okay, but try to keep them out the same, if not a little bit wider. What we're doing here to start are just some rocks forward and back, and we'll get into their final contractions. Sometimes I kind of like to take it in some circular movements. Don't forget to breathe. Breathe into your belly, breathe into your diaphragm. Let's come up onto our hands. Almost like a little cobra stretch here. Lift the chin. And then we're coming down. Tuck your chin. Try to round or tuck like a cat-cow stretch. Good. We'll close the gap back up. Okay, now we're going to come back to that leg hold. We're going to try to extend our leg all the way out. So you can bring your hands to the left, bring that right leg up, and now try to extend that leg out as straight as you can. You're really going to be feeling the side of that hip. We got a 10-second hold here. 2, 3, 4, 5. Get higher. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Nice job. Come down, sink side to side. Hands a little bit over to the right. Left thigh coming up. and extend that leg out. Get it up there as high as you can. And we're holding 2, 3, 4, 5, get it higher, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Woo, nice job. Sinking side to side. And now we're gonna come into an outer hip capsule stretch to stretch the glute. Change the view here. So we're gonna go the right side to start. So that means that right foot is going to turn towards the left. And then we're going to extend or lift our left knee up and kind of bring that back. It's almost like a modified pigeon stretch. And then you can kind of play around with your hands position, but I like to kind of push them to the right. We're sinking our hips back. You should feel that on the outside of your glute and your hip. And just kind of breathe and move with this one. Try to keep your spine long. Good, hip capsule stretch. Coming back, and we're gonna reverse that. So now our left foot is coming in towards our right foot. We're gonna pick up our right knee and leg, extend and drop that back. Hands can kind of come to the left a little bit as you try to keep your spine long and kind of rocking around, feeling that stretch. Again, play around with those different movements to help you feel the stretch. Don't forget to breathe. Good, coming out of there. Okay, time for our final stretch. We're bringing our knees out. We're coming into our frog. Now we're gonna do our contractions. So similar to what we did with pushing our foot down, now we're doing both knees. So I got both my knees out. I'm gonna take a big breath in. I'm gonna exhale, and I'm thinking of almost kind of gripping the floor with my knees. Your hips are gonna naturally kind of move up a little bit as you feel that contraction. Hold 3, 2, 1, good, relax. And we're gonna add in some rotations here of the hips. We're gonna pick up your right foot 5 times, 2 more. And then the left. You probably will find one side tighter than the other, but you try to keep your spine straight, so don't like hike your hips when you do that. I have a tendency to want to do that on my left. All right, now get some movement. We're gonna repeat that again. That was once. We're gonna do that 4 times total, so 3 more. I want you to try to take it a little bit deeper. Again, ride the line between discomfort and pain. Discomfort's okay. We don't want anything to be painful. Sink back, take a breath in. Exhale, I want you pushing both knees and feet down into the ground, feeling those inner thighs work, and hold for 3, 2, 1. Good, relax. Breathe, move, and we'll get our foot lift offs. This time I don't want you to rock forward when you lift the foot. I want you to kind of stay back into a frog stretch and then lift the foot. You'll probably find you can maybe barely even lift that off the ground. I want you to get to a spot where you can, even if it's just an inch. That's your sweet spot. That's where you're really gonna be making some progress. Get about 5 of those, and then 5 on the other side. And just be aware of any sort of micro movement. If you're feeling like your spine wanting to arch or adjust, should all be through the hips. All right, we got 2 more. So sinking back, pushing those knees and feet down into the ground, and hold 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, relax, breathe, and move. Maybe take your knees out a little bit wider if you can. We got 1 more, stay with me. Let's lift those feet up, right side 5 times. Try not to rock forward when you do that. Stay back, feeling all sorts of new sensations in the hips. Get 5 on the left side. Relax, breathe, and move 1 more time. Get your butt back. Take a big breath in right into your belly. Exhale, grip the floor, push your knees and feet down through the ground. Feel your adductors work, and hold 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, relax, breathe, move. And just give me 5 more of those lift offs. each side. In fact, whichever side felt harder for you, I want you to give me another 5. So for me, that's my left. Give our weaker and tighter side a little bit extra TLC. Woo! Now here, coming out of this one can be tricky. I want you to move really slow. So come up onto your hands. Maybe just kind of take a breath here. Do not rush this. Slowly slide one knee in just a few inches at a time. And then again. And then bring the feet in. Bring the knees in a little bit more. And let's sink down into a child's pose. And let's come up to our table and rock side to side, stretch the glutes. Nice job. That's where we're going to end today. See you next time.